Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm a newbie streamer, my name's Heartstrike, and today I'll be hopefully starting on a which path to somewhere, who knows. I'm just a bit of an older guy who enjoys playing video games, so we'll see where this goes. We're going to start today with Fallout New Vegas. I've never played it before, so it's a blind playthrough for me. I played Fallout 4. I was a bit late to the Fallout series, so that was actually my first game. I know it had its problems, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But everyone's raved about Fallout New Vegas, so I thought we'll give it a go. And with that, we'll get straight into it. Feel free to say hi in the chat, anyone who comes along. And yeah, let's get going. All right. Oh, we'll start a new game. Testing 1 2 3. Let me know if there's any audio issues. I can alter these as we go along. All new to this setup. Nice jacket.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Ouch.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
What's my name? Courier? That name.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name,
Say it.
what's your
Go
name?
on, say it.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
So far, so good. Yeah, I'm Caucasian. Closest hairstyle to mine. But customize the hair, can't you? Elvis look, I like it. Not far off that. Go with this. Slightly on the heavy side, that's more realistic. Actually, no, I don't like that one. See, I've grown a beard. Flush. Yeah. Slightly on the older side. Ah. There's that rough beard. Hell of a lot of choice. All that. We'll stick with that. Oh, that was fine. Fine, done.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Under
Looking
controls.
good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
I'm a bit of a loot tour, it has to be said, so I'll do all the standard introduction stuff first before I loot everything.
We can chat later. The sooner you finish these tests, the sooner you can...
Alright. Infection, melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, weapon effect. Inventory weight, being a looter, is going to be quite important. So we're going to have a bit in strength. Tipped explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, compass brain. Feel like a bit of lockpick. Endurance, health, obviously. Charisma, barter. That'll help with vendors. And your nerve. Tell, repair, medicine, skill point. I don't think we're going to be the sharpest tool in the box. We'll have a few points in there though. Agility. I imagine we're going to be doing a lot of running away from things normally. So AP regen will be handy. Luck. Was the bonus stat? have... just to start with. Spread it out a bit initially.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
Oh,
See
really?
if your dogs are still barking.
You'd like me to sit in your couch? You ain't got trousers on.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Sleep.
Bandit.
Vaporize. God. Stab.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Beans.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Agree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Disagree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Two monkeys kissing. See none of those. Closest, chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
Get from Destiny 2. Space age technology.
Last one.
Mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Snake. Evil medicine. Go survival. Imagine we could be melee focused early on. Yeah, that'll do for now. Bit of survival, geekish, slightly brawler type, bit of a mixture. That'll do.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
What you
I
mate?
got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Right. Go through them. Built to destroy. All weapons have +3 chance to crit. A15 faster. Last shot. Well used. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but shots are 20% less accurate. Four eyes. While wearing any type of glasses, you have 1 perception. +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1. Good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. Gain +5 to barter, medicine, repairs, science, and speech. Have -5 to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. I imagine in this, it's not going to be too easy to avoid combat at all times. And combat's half the fun in the game, let's be. Damn. That's a hell of a trade-off. Handed. Melee and unarmed attacks do more damage but less. I am more of a weapon type person. Kamikaze, your +10 action points. Your reckless nature causes you to -2 damage threshold. Loose cannon. Frag grenades to throw in spears. You throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. Whole idea with range weapons is range. Small frame, due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Not a good trade-off. Trigger discipline. When using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, or 20% more accurate. Slow speed, I think, would wind me up. Wild Wasteland. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America. Not for the faint of heart of this series of temper. As it's my first playthrough and we're getting to know the game, I might skip on that, but if I have another playthrough, that would certainly be one I'd love to have a go at. I think we might just go vanilla. Yeah, let's just do vanilla for now.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Any sign of trousers? I want to loot, hang on. Got a gun in here. Guess I'll leave it alone then. I'm assuming I can come back in here. Where'd he go?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Imagine I'll be seeing quite a lot of you. Hardcore mode. Sounds awesome, but I might leave that to a future playthrough. No, recommended, yes. All right. Bit of baseball. Even this will work like the other Fallout, where a lot of these will break down into materials for crafting. Right, let's see what we've got. X radiation condition. All my points. Skills. Blah blah blah. weapons fall under weapon skill category that determines how effective the weapon is. Guns, energy weapons, explosive, melee weapons, or unarmed. Compare the small icon below to the left of the weapons icon. The icon shown in the Book Boys skill menu. Okay. .75% condition or higher weapon does maximum damage and only needs to be maintained. A weapon with low condition with less damage may jam when reload. Really we want it above 75% whenever we can. With a pistol and a switch. Okay. So weight limit 220. So hold on. Oh, I thought so. Right click is drop. Check these rules action. So hotkeys for items. Of like a weapon wheel or anything. Maybe I can't use it inside. Like data. I'd love to have the radio on, but unfortunately we run the old risk of the old DMCA from Twitch, so I'll leave that off for now. Building we're in. World map outside. Quests. Although funny smiles, but he's a cheery fellow. We have one active at a time. Nice. Mod. What else we got? Dropped. Just like that. I can use this as storage if I get too heavy. Oh. Oh. Must be a hotkey system for this one. I have to figure this out. But that will come later. Okay. You venom. Damn. Impact. I'm going to need plenty of them. Need some of that. All the cats. Camera. Good seat. I mean, I'm just robbing you of everything you want. Bean. Wait, crouch. Explore with no pieces. Excellent. That's steel. Right. Poster. Fallout 4, they were good for screws. These things just heavy. Gecko steak. Nice. Have the lot. I'm also a bit of a kleptomaniac, as you haven't left you much for your dinner. Yeah. Must be a crouch. C. X. Hold on. Need control. Bust that out. Yeah, I've been in here. Right, let's go. Wait, not. Ah, now we can crouch. Yeah, put the gun away. Yeah. I want to walk around pointing, waving a gun at everyone. Hold on. Ooh, laser pistol. Then equip it from now. Great, now I'm just going to fight everyone. I pick these. Ah. Thomas, thank you. I got a map. The map's a bit basic. Okay, this is the quest marker. Thomas, I'm glad your old brain remembered that. Mine will forget that again shortly. Let's have this equipped then. Hold R. Excellent. Well done, that map. All of that. The large ram. Times 2. Gas station. Funny smells in Prospector Saloon. So this is the saloon. So that quest marker there. Oh, don't crash on me now. Ah, yeah. Yes, so that is the quest marker. With the current, whatever Quest is selected. Add that one selected. Down here. Gotcha. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
Easy Pete.
howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
You ever find anything
Nope.
good?
Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the
They're
Legion.
slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Got a gun. What's important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Leaving this till last, I want to find out everything before you tell me, and then I can know whether I believe you or not. What do you use the Bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
You know anything about the people who attacked
The one
me?
in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Oh shit. Thanks.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Good. Okay, let's go to the pub.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Nice. Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the
Yeah,
desert.
I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Can't we talk here? I'm just going to loot this place first, if you don't mind. Ah, there we are. Flashing arrow on your compass shows location of your current objective. That away. I'll be there in a minute. I imagine everything I take here will be stealing. He's a much bigger gun than me, so I don't fancy doing that right now. Ooh, jukebox. Switch it off so we avoid the old DMCA from on the platform. Got to you yet?
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
I'm taken. Won't even go to flinch. Dog meat.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. Everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
That's good to me.
That's the right idea. Look down the side.
My aiming ain't that bad. This gun is terrible.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Oh.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Love that dog. But you said it was a short ways left. You stuck in the bush?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Allow me to sneak. Oh, that's fats. Come to that way.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
What? Kill the geckos at the well. Nice. A lot closer than that.
Come on!
What are you doing?
There you are.
Sneaking up on them. Right. 8%. Search Gordon. Up here. What weapons have I got now? Varmint rifle. That used the same ammo. I know. 556, right? Okay. Good.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us.
60 rounds.
Come with me.
I feel like the element of surprise you do. Not the dog. Where have you gone now? You didn't really need my help at all, did you?
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Damn. Leaving. Up in time. He's more asleep than dead. No effects, just standards. Ward, please.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure.
All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. Bent tin can goes to a tin can. Leave it there for a sec. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick toilet break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll see you soon. Okay, onwards. What to collect? Rock flower and Xander root. Handy for a mini-map on this. Scorpion. Yeah. You're not alone. Been about a long melee weapon. Yeah. Oi. Damn. Easy when they're just sitting targets. Drop floor. Damn, yeah. Whiskey, water. Oh, it's the old boy. I've just robbed him. Oh, gun. BB gun. Let him have that. Things aren't hostile, are they? Fixing things. Here plus 10. Is that just a buff? Permanent buff. Giant mantis nymph is the grasshopper. Not a permanent buff. Well, there we go. There we know. Shut up. Damn. We need a giant fly swatter or something. Well, they got a knife, melee weapons, haven't they? Cleaver, yeah, that might be better. That. Ooh, see. 25 low. The terminals are protected and can't be accessed without a password. If your science skill is high enough, you can attempt to hack the terminal. Selecting the correct password will grant you access. If you guess incorrect, you will be shown how many letters match the correct password and the correct location. It's Fallout 4. You have 4 tries to guess correctly. If you fail, the terminal will remain inaccessible until you own the password. You can exit hacking at any time and try again. However, exiting terminal will force its security to reset, delaying your ability to start again. Start with readily. Two out of 7 correct. 3 out of 7 correct. These are still do. Yeah, dodge removed there. 3 out of 7. Landing. Yeah. Engage lock. And get in there. Venom. Pure animal poison. Super stim pack. We'll have all of those, please. Thank you very much. Programmer's Digest. Ah. I imagine that would have been a buff to help me with the hacking. Right, where is this crop? Jalapeno. Oh, it's by the schoolhouse. Then why? I'm in the wrong building. Hello, giant ram. Holding a gun. Coyote tobacco. Pushed. We'll come back for that. Hello, Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
You mate? Thanks for digging me out of that
Don't
grave.
mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
You know those men who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Never seen a robot like you
I'm a
before.
Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Sure.
Happy trails!
Cheers, Vic. Right, this map is confusing me, I don't know why. Yeah, thought this was the schoolhouse. Salesman Weekly. Oh look, right in front. I must have walked past this a dozen times. How is she? Oh, quite a bit. Pushed radio. EMCA. There she is.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
This campfire, let's... Healing powder. One.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe.
Definitely.
Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Hello, dog. Echo State. War for now. Need to find a base. Store a lot of this. West. Meet Trudy. Me fast travel. Excellent.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo
We
over
can't take
soon,
anything.
I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna
You
buy
are.
something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Says and runs away. Oh, Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Overheard your argument. What was that all
Looks
about?
like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
There's Ringo now.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Why not just kill Cobb and be
You
done
mean
with it?
murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help
If
Ringo?
you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
If I help Ringo and Good Springs will like me more, what if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
That man you were arguing
He's a
with.
convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
You know the robot who rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
How long has he been in Good Springs?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me.
Good Springs get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Trying to track down the people who attacked me, know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to let you look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
What do you have for sale?
I'm sure I've got something you like.
Ah. What crap can I offload to you? These are all crafting ingredient. For junk category. We're good for now.
Be careful out there.
Yeah. Offer to help Ringo with powder gangers. Inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express print in print. Open yet?
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He does.
And if you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out. Hey there.
Good Springs General Store. Can you turn your radio off?
Hey there.
No, radio.
You must
Be
be the
quick.
one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
2 secs. Sadly, we have to do that. Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Writing about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
Like to know about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs... Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Tell me what you have for sale.
Can do.
Generally everything. Okay.
Take it easy now.
this dude. Hello.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Yes, admit it. Show quests on the UI.
That's close enough. Who are you?
Ringo,
And what do
take
you
it.
want with me?
I'm not an enemy if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
What are the rules?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced.
Hi, Elio.
And
Thank you
more
for the follow.
importantly, no house edge. Here, take this
Welcome.
holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Sure.
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
Better than me. What's the match? Like 26 ball with cards. Can I get the tutorial again? Ah. Pogmas are higher. Can I escape out of this? I need the tutorial again. I missed it. Demise. Which cards should I add? Six, seven, 8, and 9. Oh. We want that one, don't we? We don't want that, do we? Ah, I see. Thank you, Hob Miser. I missed the tutorial completely. Why can I only discard these cards? Hey, what? I didn't have the option to add any cards, it was only discard. Is that right, or is that a bug? I'll come back to it, I think, because once I know the rules and how to play it, I imagine it's quite fun, really. Cheers, Thomas. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. Take care. Yeah, Hogmiser, I think it's going to take me the whole game to learn it, I think. This is my first playthrough of New Vegas, as you can tell. I've heard so many great things about it. I've played Fallout 4 quite some time ago. But I was advised that this was probably one of the best ones ever made, so...
What is it?
Looking forward to it, yeah. You know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Earlier, yeah, I think there was a bug, because I got to a stage where I could only discard them or continue, and I couldn't add a card, so I think it might have been slightly bugged. But it was probably better that it was bugged, because I need to learn it again properly anyway from scratch. So. What are you going to do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
You don't think I can handle myself in a fight?
I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours?
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles.
I'm playing on
She's
PC,
been friendlier
yeah.
than most around here.
Okay. Dr. Sunny, where is she? Back to the pub.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Good to help Ringo take on the powder gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Thought you might be. Just like that?
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Any ideas on how to convince Trudy to join us?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Would Chet be willing to give us his supplies?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
How can I get Easy Pete's dynamite?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
A little short on caps. Any work?
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
I already cracked it, but...
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Talk about areas around Good Springs.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What other towns nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
They do, don't they? What would happen if we went south? What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing. Rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Talk about something
If you want
else.
to know anything else, just ask.
Okay, we're good.
I'll be waiting.
Is there an invisible treadmill? Okay. So, a few more tasks. Try all of these.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Indeed. Out of 25. Is this an automatic failure? We've less than 25. I.e. should I come out, level up and put points in first? Ah. Excellent. Thank you, Hogmeister. A fountain of knowledge.
Be careful out there.
Okay. Beach. 13 skill points. It's a lot to put in. Come back to her maybe later. Talk to everyone else first, see what else we need. Do you have to assign these now? Oh. That's that idea out the window then. Okay. What were her two options? Speech and sneak, was it? We'd need 8 points in sneak out of the 13. Speech may be more beneficial for other people. speech, how much more you can influence someone through dialogue. Yeah. I put the speech, I imagine, will be very useful dealing with a lot of characters going forward. Initially. I want to put it into lock picking. Yeah, I'm a bit of a loot hooer. Hunter. Not bad. These two, I'm not going to discriminate against anyone who I do combat with, whether they're male or female, regardless. I'm not going to favour one or the other. XP is always good, of course. That's quite good. I'm going to go for the XP. Okay, let's talk to you again.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
You should help me take down the powder gang bullets explosions. Lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Excellent.
Be careful out there.
All right. So, need to see the dock. Easy Pete. And shit. Inventory. Good lad. No, those are there. Oh really, Hogmiser? Break down existing ammo. Can all those different components be found in the open world itself?
You looking to buy some supplies?
Need supplies to fight the powder gang.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Ah, gotcha. Thank you. Oh, damn. Well, I haven't got another 10 points to put into barter. Never mind.
Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else? Take it easy now.
Be the dot. Yeah, I've already done the schoolhouse. I stumbled across it by accident. And I found that safe that she was talking about and I cracked it before she gave me the equip. Quite good. Doc.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I remembered how to crack the safe through the terminal, because when I played Fallout 4 obviously it was the same procedure, so it wasn't something I needed to learn, so yeah, it was quite good. Town's going to be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Nice, 3 stim packs, that'll do. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Who was it that rescued me? I should ask you this before.
Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
You know anything about the man who shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
What town is this?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source.
The dialogue that
it's
I
a
missed,
quiet town, and that's how we like it.
Spoke to.
We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
You said before you had something taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
No. Any medical supplies?
Sure.
Alright for now, but Louise the medical supply vendor.
You take care now.
Here's Doc. Easy Pete. He was there. Oh, he was in that. I've been to Easy Pete's house. I robbed him unintentionally when he was... He was there. Yeah. Got it. All of that, thank you. Do you? Ah.
Evening. What do you want?
What's that you said about Ringo?
He's some trader who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
It's your territory.
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots.
What were you in prison for?
None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
Just so happens I've put a lot of money into speech. Just need to know if you watch my step around you.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
How'd you do? You get on the rest of the wasteland.
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason.
What do you know about Legion?
I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way.
Tell me about the NCR.
New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want.
Anything about the Hoover Dam?
Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
I know about this guy. Bye for now.
Yeah.
The no thief run though. You think Easy Pete gone to the pub? You went there 2 minutes ago.
Howdy.
What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
Helpful.
Welcome.
Here you've got dynamite. It would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Right, so we haven't got enough points to get eat or shit, but we got Trudy and some supplies off dock. To Ringo. Where are you going?
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
He did.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Be here for now, see if there's anything else I can...
All right. I'll just wait here until you come get me.
Let's finish exploring the town. Listen. Boxing times. Even that's unarmed combat. Ah. Just gonna raid all your supplies, Ringo. Safe. 25. Alright, remember the safe is here. Wait, I can take the cigarettes, but taking the ammo is theft. I can even open the cash register and take the caps, but the ammo is theft. think we've tried these places. I've ever played Skyrim. I have played Skyrim. I love Skyrim. Skyrim is one of my favourite games. I didn't start gaming until my older years, shall we say. And Fallout 4, well, I did a lot when I was younger. I played a lot of the FIFA games on the... I've always had a PlayStation console. So it was FIFA and the early Call of Duties, those sorts of games, the early Tomb Raiders. And only about, I don't know, in the last 10 years, started playing again. And Skyrim and Fallout 4 were one of the first two games I played a lot of, and I fell in love with them. Skyrim was just magical, the whole world. It was fantastic. That led me to go on to, I now play Elder Scrolls Online occasionally. Love everything about it. I mean, I know Bethesda, it has its faults with a lot of things, you know, a lot of the games released buggy, and you had all that carry on with Fallout 76 and like, transactions and blah blah blah, but you do create some fantastic franchises. Yeah, I skipped Fallout 76 too. It just was so disheartening to open up to see this one, the state that it was in, and microtransactions suddenly appearing, and there's something for me as well. There's something about Fallout games being multiplayer, which I'm not too. That's just a personal thing with me. I'm more of a single player game type person, and I think the Fallout universe, the Fallout worlds, for me are certainly much better in single player. And Skyrim, I just absolutely fell in love with the whole Elder Scrolls franchise after that. I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6, whenever that may be. It may well not be a long way off yet. In a way, I hope it is. That way they can dedicate all the time needed to make it something really special, and not, hopefully not release it like they did with Fallout 76.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Be careful out there.
Yeah, it should be incredible. Especially now that they're under the Microsoft umbrella as well. Hopefully, you know, they've... I mean, that's a giant resource to have at your disposal. Hopefully they can make that game into something incredible. You just imagine Skyrim, but 10, 15 years later, with all the updated technologies we've got now. Blows your mind thinking about it. I got that toy car from me. Yeah, same Hogmaster, yeah. They are well known for their buggy releases, shall we say. But I suppose, given credit where it's due on Fallout 76, I know they've improved it a lot now. They've stuck at it. They've, I believe, invested a lot more, put a lot more into it. They didn't just abandon it, I suppose. So I still can't really go back and play it. It's just the world just doesn't feel the same to me anymore. But hopefully with Microsoft now, they'll be able to, like you said, release them in a proper state at launch. Been in every building. Speak to you again.
Howdy, partner. Happy trails.
Schoolhouse. Now, experiment. Want to see if things respawn. No, they don't. Good. One of my bugs in a lot of games where when you kill enemies in a certain area, you clear it out. Go back 10 minutes later and they've respawned. Yeah, this was the safe I assume you were talking about. Did this earlier on. These though. Young Bighorner. Looks so cool. Yeah, right. Oh. What's up here? Ah, right. Guess we now go with Ringo. Yeah, I could do, but that's going to take a lot more points, isn't it, to get them all? But are those quests just optional just for this one mission? Or is there a way to obtain that amount of skill points before we go on that mission? You know what I mean? Ah, that's right, the magazine. Got a few of those. Good shout. Where is everyone? You reckon you need more than one person's help do this mission. Let's say, for example, if I didn't have Shet and the other one. Easy Pete. Okay. The mission's still doable. Ah, good to know. Of interest. Cuisines I've got. Big Commander Aid. Locksmith's Reader. Ah. I could go and crack that safe, couldn't I? Lockpick plus 10. I'm gonna go back to see Ringo and crack that safe with that. Programmer, I assume that's Dines plus. Easy Pete's was it explosives or something? Barter. All making sense now. Do I have a stash anywhere? I know I could probably put items in there, but would I lose them? Yeah, I think I've only got bare stats. 15. Science magazine, but I've already got 30 science. Typical. Lockpick, that would get me into that safe. Barter. Explosive. Right, can I use this as storage? Okay, gotcha, Hogmeister, thanks. Sort by weight or anything. Must remember this game's very old. Very good, but it's very old. Hey, the wee folk, thanks for the follow, cheers. It is a great game, yeah, this is my first time playing it. I played Fallout 4 before, but I've always heard this is one of the best, if not the best, so really enjoying it so far. could store all my craft junk for now, till we do the mission. That's heavy, isn't it? Woolen glove. I know we need these for crafting, but we can always come back and get them. How old are you? You might not be as old as me. I've never played Fallout 1 and 2, I must admit. I was a late starter to this. Gives us nearly 100 spare weight, so hasn't disappeared, is it now? Rest in here, can't I? Sleep in that bed. Just can't sleep in here. Oh yeah, I could wait, couldn't I? Yeah, see. The wee folk. Wow. Well, you do just beat me by 2-3 years.
Howdy.
But, glad to see you still gaming. Keeps us older ones out of trouble, doesn't it? Now, who did I need to convince? You. ZX Spectrum. First computer I had was Commodore 64 with a game called Paperboy on that. See that before I had the old Atari, the original Atari with Missile Command and the original Pac-Man. And yeah. Commodore 64 was the first computer, if you like.
Howdy.
Please help. Yeah.
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up. Yep.
Not so sure we were very well off with the Commodore 64. My dad came home with it one night from work. Where he acquired it from, I don't know. But friends of ours had the Spectrum. That was a great... I think that looked better and felt better. Can't remember what game I played on it though. Similar to Donkey Kong. Was it Donkey Kong? No. Yeah, I could steal the mag, but trying to make this a non-stealing run, you know what I mean? Thing. Yeah. We try and do this without leaving anything. Unless I get really stuck, then I will. But. The other one.
Hey there. You looking to buy some supplies? This again?
Help a man
like
out.
I said, I'm against taking on the powder gangers. My supplies aren't cheap, you know. Look, you're bringing this on. Take it easy now.
Salesman's Weekly.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Oh, have I missed it now?
This again? Like I said, I'm against taking on the powder gangers. My supplies aren't cheap, you know.
Ah. Let them take cover over the town. Let them take over the town then. I'm sure your business will be much better.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Excellent.
Take it easy now.
You sell
You
magazines.
looking to buy some supplies? Can do.
An explosives one, don't it? A repair one. Yeah, thanks, Old Mouse. I had... I know about the quick save and quick load, I just get to use them when I should. Thankfully that worked out well, but yeah, I should always remember before going into dialogue and make decisions, quick save.
Take it easy now.
Save scumming, I believe it's referred to, isn't it? Which, you may see me doing a lot in this game. Well, me start getting into complicated combat and stuff. Kills again. So dynamite. Now I don't have an explosives magazine, I'm not sure where I could find one. General store didn't have one. Wonder. RH. I'm good at the moment, thanks. Just getting to know the game, exploring, finding my way around.
Feeling thirsty?
Picking up stuff as I go.
I can take care of that.
I probably will need some help at some point, and I'll be glad for any of it. And I'll give anyone a shout when I need it. Thank you.
I'm sure I've got something you like.
Buy this to repair the gun. Here's caps.
Thanks.
Now,
be careful out there.
Do the safe up where Ringo is in the garage. Now repair that gun in the doc's place. Need explosive magazine. Yeah, I love it when a plan comes together.
How are you holding up? Sure.
That's bit of a far chance.
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living. You take care now.
Some things. What's in there? We have a 9mm submachine gun. Excellent. Yeah, it's got very fast DPS, isn't it? Much ammo forgot actually. 30 rounds. See, we've got plenty of more, well, 36 rounds with the varmint rifle. Keep that equipped for now. Leather armor. We'll use melee weapon speech, but I will always swap for pick someone. Excellent. Go and crack open this safe. My mate. Hopefully in the safe there'll be a magazine for explosive. And this is the same as Fallout 4. Nice. Shotguns. Rounds. Excellent. Repair the shotgun. Nice. Good mechanic that, didn't know that. Excellent. Could be a range value on these. Alright. Where are we now? Easy Pete's Dynamite. I'm not sure we're going to get that now. But we'll be good without it. No one likes Easy Pete. Alright. I'm just debating whether to do this mission now. Not going to be on for much longer. I've got a few errands to run, so I might leave it and start afresh next time. Yeah, might be for the best. Dogmeister, thank you ever so much for the follow, I really appreciate that. And listen, thanks for all your help and tips today. This has been an absolute blast. And yeah, you've made it much more easier. Two things, trying to concentrate on streaming for the first time as well as playing the game itself. But yeah, I'm really enjoying. I know this is still basically the tutorial area, but it's been a blast and I really appreciate your help. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep going with this. I hope to be on every day, on for longer as well, so probably starting 10-ish AM through till 5-6-ish. So most of the day, that's GMT, UK time. Maybe some evenings. I still haven't got a schedule to sort yet out, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, we'll keep it up. So, thanks very much for everything. Appreciate that. I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope to see you again soon. Great. Cheers now.